Chat, are you ready? Are you ready for the greatest stream of your time? All right. This is DJ Gets Real. Welcome. Clap it up, everyone. We made it. Now today, we got a few people to talk about because I feel like I need to clarify some of my stances, you know. All right, we got a lot to go through. I apologize in advance to chat because I'm not gonna be responding that much. How is my audio level? I just need to check real quick. Is it doing fine? Let's see what we got. We got Luna Lizzie in chat. We got 8030. What is up, everyone? And if you guys stick around, we might do a nice panel, okay? All right, we're good? All right. This is going to get really interesting, chat. So, let's start off with the people I didn't really cover in my video that I made. I'm going to start with Salvo pancakes, okay? Let's do that. Because he is a bad man, okay? So let's just start off with him, all right? Okay. So, hold on one second. What I have here is the first live stream Salvo went on after the allegations. All right. Now, this stream will come up later. But let me just show you inconsistencies in Salvo, okay? Let's just play it because it's really just a minute long. All right, let's just skip this part.
You there?
You know that
I know you can't be born. That's you're G like that. So
Yep.
you know. So what's all this stuff that's been going down? You know, like doxing, these allegations of doxing. How'd you find out about this? Did this Parking Tigers fellow tell you about all this shit or what?
It's been common knowledge in certain circles for 4 years.
Like your Discord server, or what servers is it common knowledge in?
I guess I should ask, what are you asking about?
Like the Parking Tigers docs, right? Or whatever you're saying, a docs.
Oh, yeah, that's been common knowledge in Red Bar's circle for 4 years.
It's common YouTube knowledge, you're saying?
It's literally common knowledge. Yep.
All right.
Well, ultimately, if you want to call it a dox, I don't care.
All right.
All right. If you want to call it a dox, I do not care. All right. That's Exhibit 1. Now let's go to Exhibit 2. Chat, let's go to Exhibit 2. Now, I got to go to the deep web on Odyssey from Michael Alberto for this one. We're going to the depths. We're going to the insane depths with this one. All right. Now, let's see. Let's play it.
Wait, I like you better, though, Michael.
Thank you.
Okay. So, and please call me Mr.
Mr. Podawful.
Mr. Mr.
Yeah, Mr. Medicare.
All right.
Thank you. So, and by the way, I will be filling in that last star. We're going to have 5 stars when I'm Mr. Medicare. So,
All right.
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the ass sailor thing. So, you guys were talking about this as well. I saw this part where you brought up the doxing, the quote-unquote doxing. Salvo, I got to ask you, let me start this off by saying doxing, I believe, is fake. It's like gaslighting. It's not real. What people call doxing, I would also say it's cool and fun, actually. It's funny. It's a funny thing to do. You, of course, gave out, what was the guy's name?
It was Chris the Narc, and I gave his first and last name because it pissed him off and he went crazy.
Right. What is his first and last name? If you could just remind the folks at home.
You know what? I'm going to
See now. All right, now hang on. See that was.
So, when confronted with the Chris the Narc thing, Salvo refused to give out the name, even though it quote unquote not a dox according to Mr. Podawful. And then let's go to Exhibit 3 real quick. DJ gets real. let's go to the third exhibit.
Please don't be alarmed by the title of this video. This video is going to be really segmented into two parts. The first part being Salvo Pancakes, the doxer, quote unquote. This is a new narrative that unfortunately has gotten legs,
yes,
where
the narrative.
I feel like I need to come in, defend myself. If you notice about my time online, I don't believe in really defending yourself online. I've been called a scammer. I've been called a sex pest. I've been called a liar. Every single one of those, I go, yeah, I'm a scammer. Yes, I do this. Yes, I do that. Because defending yourself on the internet is kind of backs you against a wall and never puts you in the right place. However, the doxing stuff has gotten legs, and
I wonder why it got in the legs. So, like, okay, so let me talk about the two situations I care about the most. One is Chris the Narc, where he was on the Keemstar show and just said his name or fake name out of anger. And the other one is Parking Tigers. Now, Salvo in this video says, I didn't dox him because it's common knowledge. He said that in the Assistant Sailor stream. He says it here. Common knowledge in the Red Bar community. But even if it's not a dox, right? Even if it's not a dox, I still think it's bad. Even if what you think of the Chris the Narc, if it's a dox or not, I still think it's bad. He maliciously said private info. And it doesn't matter if you put the label it on or not. I still think what he did was bad. That's basically my gist. Let's hear him like grovel a bit.
People are a little confused on that whole thing. So,
confused.
Beginning of the year, I got canceled. We all know that. However, the quote-unquote sex pest stuff has been completely abolished and demolished. Nobody cares / nobody believes a lot of those stories, rightfully so. But doxing is the new angle on how to get Salvo Pancakes ousted, which I understand. Doxing is not good. Don't be confused by the title of this video. Doxing is not good, and Salvo Pancakes is not a doxer. That's the...
Yep. From his words, he's not a doxer, guys. Again, it doesn't need the label of doxing. He just gave out private info, like pretty much maliciously. Like he didn't need to do that. He did that to be an asshole. So, yep, that's pretty much it for Salvo. All the other shit, like you can criticize for, like the girls or whatever. I'm not really focused on that. I don't really care, because, you know, innocent to proven guilty. I don't know the ins and outs of the stories. So this is something that's very flat surface, okay? He gave out private info, which he shouldn't have done. Whether it's a dox or not, debatable. But I just want to drill this home. What he did was not okay, and I don't fuck with him. So that's Salvo. Okay. Now, let's get to Homeboy. All right, let's get to Homeboy Edwin. He just says that to not look guilty? Maybe. All right. So that is Salvo. Now let's go with Edwin.
It was a hookup, but
Okay, hold on.
I didn't hook up with Salvo.
So you didn't hook up with Salvo off camera, and then, like, so what are you admitting to here?
Okay, the rumors of the threesome are true. Do you understand? That doesn't mean that the guys are fucking.
Yeah, so you had a threesome with the girl, and then you knew Salvo cheated on his wife. Now, even if you don't fucking agree that you sucked his dick, you were part of his fucking infidelity. So why go on stream and lie to everybody saying you had no fucking idea?
Because Because the bitch fucking begged me to keep it private. I'll release the fucking recording, dude. What
You don't
the
have to
fuck?
say who
don't
it
have
was,
to.
but
You
you
said
can
his
say
marriage
you
is
cheated on his
good.
fucking wife, Edwin.
You said his marriage is good, and you were involved with the sexual act that he was involved in that his wife was not involved in.
Tommy spitting facts right here. Okay, so basically, Edwin made a live stream, and basically, he says it's like a parody. We'll get into that later, but he basically denounces Edwin. Okay, not Edwin. He denounces Salvo for all his heinous crimes of, messaging e-girls when he has a wife. So, so this is what I'm trying to get at. Edwin kind of like tells like he's very shifty, and let's go to example B. Now, I'm not sure if this is a lie or not. I don't want to get caught up in the Zylie way of things, but according to Olivia, there is something that Edwin did, which is also another lie according to Olivia, of course. But
How are you sexting Olivia?
Huh?
Why were you sexting Olivia?
I was not sexting Olivia. No. There was a moment where we were flirting, and I'm sure she was also flirting with Bunk and like all these other people, like Mr. Sen, and all these fucking people, everybody online.
I have a nuke. Well, maybe not a nuke to drop. I don't know where I should drop it. I'm upset.
Here.
Who's it
So
Here.
Edwin,
Right here.
Edwin,
Right now.
Edwin lied today on stream, saying that there was nothing sexual between him and Olivia going on. Come to find out, while he was sexting Olivia in October, while she was messaging me, he jacked off to her on FaceTime. So I don't know, like pulling your dick out and fucking whacking it to someone on the video.
Wait.
Not sexual, by the way.
Wait, hold on. You mean
all right, I don't need to hear Zylie. So basically, here's the thing. If what Olivia said to Blowblocks is true, Edwin did the lie, okay? Edwin lied. But let's be charitable, chat. You know how much I love being charitable. This is what Edwin responded with on his infamous return stream. Let me pull that up for you guys. How y'all doing today? This is DJ Get Real. All right. So this is what
that instance, right?
According to Edwin, you see, Olivia's story is so annoying because I gotta look through like the Zylie stream to get her like I guess testimony, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just using other parties of what she said. So Boblock said that he jerked off onto FaceTime, and this is what homeboy Edwin's got to say.
And it's like not true whatsoever, because like the prime and only example was Olivia. So it's like what? Like I don't know. It's crazy. So, but I guess like the question I was gonna ask her, I told her in text, and she was like, "Yeah, you can go ahead and talk about that." She said, like, I was gonna ask her, like, do you feel like I use my platform or coverage of Max to bait you into any inappropriate conversations? And no. Did we ever sex one another? No. But like, of course, we did have that one FaceTime call that she, told people about. But like, even though like it wasn't initiated by me or anything like that, right? Like the details, like it doesn't matter. It's just like it's stuff that doesn't need to be publicized, and it's just like so extra. But like I feel like this whole narrative that like made me look like some Omega what's that? Rock chat roulette kind of website. What? Like that's not me. Like I'm a prude, boring guy.
Okay, so I don't know what he says says here. Excuse me. I don't know what he really says here. He kind of says a whole lot of nothing. Like he says, Olivia said I wasn't sexting, I wasn't doing anything out of pocket, which again, both can be true, but like the FaceTime, he basically confirms that happened, but he's like saying, "Oh, I'm not some like a megalo, whip out my dick on chatterbait, stroking my shit." Like he's saying like that's like not him, but like that's what she describes. So I don't really understand, like, is he saying she's lying about that? He needs to be more transparent. With Edwin, I would say if he was more transparent he would be 100% better off than what he's kind of doing right now, of kind of just being like a snake in the grass. So let me go on to the next file. All right. Oh, this is my personal favorite of Edwin. All right. So we're going to Aiko's stream.
Yeah, he spoke to both Babs and Olivia. And
all right. For context, he's talking about Repzilla here. He's talking about Repzilla. Let me go back a bit.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, he spoke to both Babs and Olivia and myself. Because he essentially wanted to make sure that there wasn't like another creep show art incident, you know, or like I turned to be
oh no, not another creep
like
show
a liar
incident.
or a predator or whatever.
I mean,
shit.
you did lie though, right?
What did I lie about?
Do you think there's nothing that you lied about?
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Maybe we can start from the very...
You see, let me stop it right there. So, I don't like how when he was like confronted about this, because obviously he did lie about something. Like the first clip I showed, he wasn't being honest with like the Babs story. Like he knew Salvo was like cheating, which I'm gonna show more in depth later on. He's not willing to like concede on that, and he's like totally clueless. Oh, what did I lie about? Like, come on, dude. Like, you know, like there's been fibs and, you know, snaky behavior. Like, come on, just be transparent, and you would be 1,000,000% better off if you just spoke, you know, how it is. All right. That's my big criticism with Edwin. He just needs to, like, you know, keep it real. This is DJ Gets Real, okay? We got to keep it real, all right? So, now this is the Keemstar show.
When I continue the story. But I know for a fact, if Edwin never lied on his stream, all right, about Salvo cheating on his wife, if Salvo didn't get called out by all these other women for all this other shit, Babs never would have said a fucking word. All right?
She would have kept her mouth shut.
But after hearing all these women talk about their experience with Salvo,
and
right?
then they're also talking about her experience. They're talking about her experience.
True.
Because Salvo
And lying about it,
and
right?
Lying.
And fucking Edwin lying about not knowing all this stuff. Babs is just sitting over here like, you motherfuckers.
Y'all are getting the story wrong.
Okay, so basically what Keem said here, if Edwin was more like transparent or didn't lie and basically do like a cover up of like the Salvo situation, like on that New Year's stream, because I agree that New Year's stream was pretty like it was like a grift. Basically, it's like everyone hating on Salvo and he's joining in on the fray. Now he's gonna say it's like a parody and joke, but that stream lasted for hours, dude. Like, I don't think you're gonna you know, joke your way out of that one. I don't think that's the case, but that's how he's presenting it in his recent arguments, that it's like a big meme, which I'm going to play in the next thing, I believe. Let's go back to the files. Oh, yeah, this is it.
When he quit the Keemstar show?
Yeah.
So I was
Salvo's doing planking, by the way, which is pretty interesting. I like fast forwarded it on my video because I thought it was funny. But yeah, let's go over this.
When Salvo ripped up pictures of when he quit the Keemstar show?
Yeah.
So I was doing like a little kind of sort of parody take on that, right? Because most of the shit that was coming out of Salvo wasn't really all that serious. It was kind of like, okay, so I was like, all right, well, let me take like, kind of like, oh, well, I guess this is the end. Well, you know, Salvo's not hitting me up. I don't know if I have anything on him, so whatever.
Like, he sounds so gleeful, like, in this clip. Like, oh, I don't know. Teehee. Salvo kind of messed up, but it's not that serious. Like, dude, let me play some of the clips provided by no truth teller, Jessica Pizzle, real quick. You guys like Jessica Pizzle in chat? Are you a pizzler? Are you pizzle-pilled? All right.
She says, that's your prerogative.
gonna get exposed for consensual sexting. Oh, okay. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, you know, here's the thing, guys. Yes, nothing he did was a crime. He did consensually sext a lot of women, and 90%. From meeting him and his wife, I'm 90% sure. Like, he would have texted me back if it wasn't cheating. It felt like he was cheating on his wife, which, you know,
It felt like it. I don't know.
it's fine. It's not a crime either. But like, bro, that's fucked up, man. I like his wife. She seemed very fucking nice. And
Like, if he was like, okay, I've seen instances of him cheating elsewhere, and I thought he was in an open relationship. If he said that rather than like, oh, I didn't know, I thought they were pretty happy. Like, yeah, this is fake. This is fake behavior, Edwin. This is why people call you out, okay?
it's not something you want to do, because the fact of the matter is, if we're gonna be criticizing people like Tipster, right? Yeah. We're gonna be making fun of Tipster.
You know how much I like making fun of Tipster.
We gotta make fun of you too. We gotta keep the same energy.
I agree. All right.
Oh yeah. Claire also says you
Oh, okay. I was gonna make fun of Jessica Pizzle, but it was my fault. My bad.
a lot of Salvo's content. Crazy.
I thought her volume was drastically different, but no, it was me.
Also, again, I think I already mentioned this, but Bex, he jerked off a lot. He apparently did a lot of phone calls jerking off, and like, sent videos and like of him driving to Keemstar's house.
Now, allegedly, Edwin did the same thing. Now, allegedly. All right, this is not Zylie, okay? Edwin allegedly did this to what's her name? Olivia. Okay, that is alleged. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the phone call. I wasn't on the Instagram FaceTime. I wasn't with my dick out looking at Olivia's tits. I wasn't doing that, okay?
I was just jerking off.
Yeah.
And some people, he was jerking off in bed next to his wife. Crazy.
What?
Crazy shit.
Crazy.
For you, I am so sorry you had to start 2023 losing friendship rough. Wow.
Well, I mean, it's not the worst New Year's Eve you've ever had.
No, I was gonna say up there. It's... Get rid of the water.
But I will say that is a little surprising from Leia, because I thought Leia was like maybe a conditional hater, you know, because she wasn't able to admit her L when I had the right timeline, right? And then I feel like she always had this like inkling to rub things in my face because I went against Tipster. But seeing her here and supporting that's nice. I see that she's a nice, genuine person, because I think people forget that like on the real, I did like, I don't know, like it's weird to like say out loud, right? Like to like that, yeah, like Tipster. I mean, not Tipster. Sorry, think about Tipster because oh my god, Salvo was a homie. Like, bro, when you meet someone in real life, it's weird, right? And like, obviously, I never saw him sext anybody. Like that would be weird. And like,
now what he's saying might be true. Like he might have not seen like the sexting text messages, right? But I don't know how you can say that with a straight face, dude. That's kind of scumbaggy.
The weird part is that he literally told like 2 girls that I know of that, hey, Edwin's going to Keemstar's place. Like we should all hang out, right? 2 girls. That's fucking weird. I didn't know about that. Why would he like name me? That's strange to me.
I'm just trying to get you laid.
I don't know, man. Like
Get himself laid as well, I guess.
It's embarrassing. It is genuinely embarrassing, man. I mean, Matt, you get it, like.
Yeah, sure, I guess. Yeah.
Because it was cool to like see somebody like not afraid to like go against the grain. Because like for a while, it did seem like people were just like going with what's meant to be or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was doing something different. Yeah, it was.
And you know, people immediately dismiss me and shit. It's like, okay, well, it's cool to see something like people like, oh, cool. And I didn't even care if people want to call me like a dick rider. I don't know if I care. Like he's a homie. Like at the end of the day, like nobody called me an Augie dick rider when like.
All right, I think that's it for the Salvo part. Everything else is miscellaneous bullshit. Now, hold on. Back to the files. But yeah, in conclusion with Edwin, if he was more transparent, he would not be in this mess. And I think from now on, he should just be 100% honest and, you know, clarify his mistakes. Kind of like a similar person later on, which we will be talking about, okay? Now, I want to talk about someone I really didn't talk about in my previous video, and that being Keemstar. Now, I think Keemstar in this situation, like, especially when it comes to like that Zylie stream, was probably like the second most like egregious person, because like he also like says it's really bad, and he like says it's like, well, let me just show you what he says rather than put words in his mouth.
I don't know why you're pretending to get so outraged right now.
Oh, okay. Forget what I just said and just move that on to this part. All right, this part is when Keemstar brings up the allegation on the stream where Salvo comes back for the first time. All right, let me just play it.
You don't give a fuck.
I thought that it was clear as day that I'm angry.
Yeah. That's a good one, buddy.
Pretending.
Salvo, I got a better question. I finally got permission now.
You finally have a good question, Keem.
Abs, Edwin's girlfriend.
All right, let me just reiterate, or let me just repeat what was just said. Keemstar got permission from Babs to tell the story. I guess that will be important later.
Would like me to ask you about the car ride back to Ohio. What happened there?
I don't know. I mean, she's more than welcome to share it on your program or something.
What?
Well, the story she told me in private is that, you know, it was like a Me Too situation where you were driving with your...
All right, so let's... All right, keep in mind, Babs, like, has repeatedly said it wasn't, like, a crime. And then Keemstar's, like, opener, it's a Me Too situation. Good one, Keem. Like... Like, okay, I know the way she describes it is pretty bad, and I think the way Babs describes it, I agree with Zylie and Nick that it is worse than what she's making it out to be. But like, when she's saying that, and then you just describing it as a Me Too situation, that's kind of like, that kind of sucks, dude.
Dick out, beating to her in the back when she didn't appreciate it, didn't want it.
Yeah, not true.
Okay, he denies it. All right, get real. We're getting real today. Are you guys getting real? Let me close all these tabs that I have, because I got a lot of shit to go through, and I don't want my tabs to be too small. I got old eyes. All right. Now this is the Keemstar show.
My head, so like,
all right. Let's go.
Because every time they looked at my eyes, they'd be like, "Look, she smiled, huh?" So I just put the shirt over my head.
So you're being pestered.
Yes.
You are being pestered. All right. You're being like harassed. All right. So
I think we need an instant replay when he says harassed. Let's break this down.
Yes.
You are being pestered.
You're being pestered, yes.
All right. You're being like harassed. All right. So
you can see the eye roll. Can I put this on like... All right. All right. So Babs, you're being pestered, yeah? You're being like harassed. Just look at it. All right. Does like the hand thing and then rolls her eyes. That's funny. All right. All right. Let's go to the next one.
In the situation that happens a lot with women
and it's like,
and men,
if they're on their 50th time asking, all right.
Right. And he says, "Oh, we just made out."
You don't have a consent, bro. Why is it like you want to pull over? You want to do this? You want to? Oh, she likes it. Oh, she likes it. You're like gaslighting her, harassing her, pestering her. Like, I don't even know how that's a fucking turn on. All right. If a girl isn't into it, you shouldn't even be turned on. I don't understand how that's even attractive.
No, I do want to say, I agree with Babs's, like, with the sentiment that Babs's story is more than what meets the eye, what she says it is. But when she's saying it's not consensual, or fuck, I messed up. When she says it is consensual, and then you're like going on this like this lecture of, oh, she was harassed, she was pestered, she was this, she was that. Like, everyone in the chat is like, it's sexual harassment. Like, look at sexual harassment, not consent, forced consent. Consent is void if you're under duress. Like, I think if you didn't want that label, you should have just, said what you got to say without like the extra words and labels you need to put on it. All right, that's just my opinion. If you're gonna have something like this, you gotta, if you don't see it as that way, you gotta present it as that way. All right. So that is Keem. Well, kinda. Got a couple more Keem stuff. All right.
The other night, what happened there?
Oh, when I talk.
All right, so this is Keemstar on Augie's stream, and he's talking about the Zylie stream, the great Zylie stream. I just realized I'm on 480p. That's not good.
Think about rape.
Dude, what? 3 questions at once. All right.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah, I talked to Zylie privately because I feel like Zylie got fucking manipulated by Salvo and Edwin into thinking that she did something horrible. And I don't think she did. I don't think she
Keep this in mind, chat.
did at all. I was there on the stream. I thought it was fine. I didn't see anything that was like too crazy. But then Dumb on Dave put out this tweet like Zylie admitted that she was wrong. And she's gonna do better in the future. And Zylie put out a tweet saying that she privated the stream. And then Edwin and Salvo went and took those tweets and ran with it, acting like they were being falsely accused and everything is all lies. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Well,
Why
yeah,
are you?
Yeah.
Why
But
are
Keem,
you
is it
giving
not
these
wrong
idiots?
to like just vaguely speculate about serious fucking crimes that people are committing? Isn't that insane? Aren't we against that?
No. It's if it's
no. We're not against that. We're not okay. We're just gonna speculate the ins and outs of fucking an encounter that all parties agree were consensual. Let's just like, okay, yeah, I do agree that what Babs' story is, how she describes it is describes what I would think is like a sexual assault. But the thing is, that's her word against theirs. Their word is that she's saying yes, 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 yes. And then her word, she's saying no, 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 yes, after, the pestering, the commitment to get that, to get some action, okay? So, yeah, that's what I gotta say. We don't need to speculate to make fun of Edwin and Salvo. I mean, I just did it. I showed why I don't like Salvo, and I showed why I don't like Edwin. We don't need like this 5-hour, 6-hour panel speculating on the ins and outs of what happened in a car ride where all parties believe that consent happened. All right. It's an agree to disagree fuckfest. Just let them disagree about it, because they disagree about a lot, okay? If you watch my video, they disagree about pretty much everything that happened over that weekend, okay? So, like, I don't trust either, or I don't trust any of the parties involved, okay? Let's move forward, okay? Okay. Now, remember when Keemstar said, I got in a call with Zylie, and I think Edwin and Salvo manipulated her? I just thought this was interesting, looking through the archive that I posted of the
So we had that long call.
Salvo
which
Edwin
I-
combo.
yeah.
Oh, exactly. Okay, thank you. That was actually my follow up, because the very next day, she said she felt used, and I was like, "What? What do you mean?"
Zylie?
All right, so Edwin, whatever, if what Edwin's saying is true, Edwin, Salvo, and Zylie got into a call, and Keemstar probably had his grubby little hands on it. And he's like, "Oh, Zylie, you didn't do anything wrong. You did the X, Y, and Z." And then Zylie turns back. Now, this is all alleged. I don't know if this conversation even happened to begin with, but as what Edwin is saying, and then what Keemstar said, I'm just doing some math, okay? I'm mathing. It's starting to add up, okay? I'm just doing some math, and that's how it is. Now, I don't know if this happens, but if what Edwin's saying is true, I don't fuck with Zylie. I'm sorry. I don't fuck with this. Like, you say one thing like in private to them, and then the next day you're like, "Oh, I think you manipulated me." Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't get that. I don't fuck with it. If true, I don't know if it's true or not. But yeah, that's me being charitable. Okay. We're getting real, chat. You guys like the thumbnail? I like took some of her graphics from like her streams. Okay. Where do I? Okay, let's go to Zylie's channel. Let's do that first. Because now we're getting to the meat and potatoes chat. This is what you all wanted, right? Me to shit on some women. That's what we all wanted. All the incels in chat. All right. Now, I think I did my due diligence here. I think if you look at my video like through a microscope, you would see that I was leaning more towards Edwin and Salvo's side, which is correct because I don't really want to speculate on potential crimes that they committed because Zylie has information on it, apparently, or we'll get into that. But man, it's been a week and a day. Has Zylie gotten real? I mean, she hasn't uploaded publicly. She's made a couple membership streams, which I'm not a member. But let's just look at this. Zylie gets real. A place for me to rant and rave about different subjects. Open for discussion. Zylie. I'm here. I am here. I'm out here. Open to talk, okay? I'm open like the fucking bad joke. I'm open, okay? I'm very open. I'm open like a 24/7 McDonald's, okay? There we go. I'm open for a discussion, Zylie. Let's talk. Now, she hasn't talked about this, which I kind of expected. But her name is Zylie Gets Real, okay? So, what has she been getting real about? That's a good question. Now, let's just go through the highlights, okay? How Zylie's been getting real. Okay. Now, chat, you might think I'm a schizo. But do you think this was about a pair of individuals that wanted her to talk about the story? Mood, semicolon, music, middle finger. I won't do what you tell me. Now, I might be schizophrenic, but I'm doing some math, okay? I'm finding the missing puzzle piece to the story. I think she's talking about Edwin and Salvo, okay? Now, that's just my personal theory, but that's what I think is going on here, okay? If it can't be any more obvious, right? If it can't be any more obvious, but, you know, being charitable, she could be talking about something else. Just saying. Also, this one, me right now, and it's a dog with the side-eye. Again, it could be something else, but I think she's talking about what's been going on. That's just a personal theory. No. We're going to be going over the stream later. We're going over this old man, Peepaw, Riveter. But anyways, Zylie's been in the trenches. I might be harsh, but it felt like Abby just came in to name drop everyone she knows and hate on all the women in this situation. Lol. Now, we know how I feel about fucking Abby Blackbird, right? DJ is a big Abby Blackboard board. Baby fuck, I can't speak. Big Abby Blackboard supporter, all right? She is amazing, okay? I'm a big fan. Zylie gives the point up to the situation. This is true, okay? Abby just came in to fucking tarnish my name. She doesn't know shit. Like, yeah. She's coping. Crawling, kneeling, allegedly. Because, you know, being charitable and all that. Now, what did Abby say that was that abhorrent? What did Abby say that was that terrible? Let's just go over it real quick. Hold on. There we go. All right, before we go over anything, can we just appreciate how fire this introduction is for Peepaw? This fucking rocks. Real gameplay, real opinions, real good. This is so fucking fire, dude. Like, I wish I had shit like that. Like, I'm not saying this to be an asshole. That was fucking, like, when I saw that, I was blown the fuck away. Like, that was some, like, that was some good shit, okay? Like, you need to go to fucking a movie production. That was awesome, okay? Now, let's go to the fucking transcripts, okay? And we're doing Control F. Come on. Load for me. Okay. Now, let's see the bad things Abby said about women. Women hating women.
I don't. Oh, it looks like Abby wants, so let's bring Abby in here. Good evening, Abby. How are you this evening?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm, you know, I don't. I've said my piece. I don't understand. There's nothing new here, but.
Okay. Because I have so many questions, okay? Because, like, during this stuff, I was, like, totally checked out. When Edwin or Salvo was exposed, like, I was going through my own shit. So, like, I have a couple understandings, like, where Edwin was maybe in a similar situation, which, if anybody knows, I'm, like, relatively entwined with, I want to say intertwined, but, like, connected to Salvo. He supported me for whatever reason, and, you know, whatever that is history. But I had been told multiple times that, like, he was, like, either getting a divorce or separated, and this was before it was all, like, you know, a big hoopla. And so, like, even with that information, I never shared it because it's not my information to share, one. Sure. And two, like, so as much as I saw the ring, and I even complimented his wife one time, like, in a private call, and then I was told information afterwards. And so like I just kind of was under the impression that like it was one of those situations, not my business to touch with a 10-foot pole.
Mm-hmm.
And so I could also understand where Edwin was in a similar situation, being like, even if he did know, even if he saw her, whatever, like that's not your situation to touch.
Okay, so let me just break this down. This is nothing to do with the woman hating aspects, but let me just address this head on. I do think that like Keem and Edwin did the similar thing where they didn't talk about it, but when Keemstar got permission from when Keemstar talked about the girls, all the girls that came out, like he was like, "Oh, I'd known about this." Like he was pretty open about that. Edwin, he's like, "Oh, I didn't know about the sex thing." Again, that could be true, but he wasn't, he wasn't Mr. Honest Teller, okay? Now, to be fair, Keemstar got permission from Babs to tell the story, which he didn't tell right away. He told that on the Assistant Sailor stream, and Edwin didn't talk about it. But again, Edwin could have not talked about it, but talked about how you knew about Edwin's cheating. He didn't have to go into detail, but he could have been more transparent, if that makes sense.
So, and I think Keemstar had a similar understanding too, from what I remember.
Yep. Okay. Let me try to skip to. Okay. Where I hate like transcripts because Zylie's name changes from XYLEE or ZYLEE. Like it's never the same. So I'm not even gonna bother. Let me just type in Lee, I guess. Lee. Maybe that'll work.
I understand where they're frustrated that that Zylie said what she said about the situation, and that the only apology was handled via Twitter. That's what I'm understanding.
Okay, yeah, she's talking about Zylie here.
It was only Twitter, and then a private VC call that I guess isn't private. And the only reason I'm so sympathetic with that is because when Keemstar decided to tweet to his 2.4 million follower Twitter account that Salvo said he had sex with Abby Blackbird, the only apology I got was in passing on a 10K stream on the Keemstar show. So as much as I understand that the vice versa is frustrating and hurtful and very harmful, even with I have no following, right? I have maybe 100 of you guys. Other than that, like on the flip side of that, they have hundreds of thousands. Like he has what, 300,000 subscribers?
Okay, so basically what Abby's saying is, in a situation with her, she was tweeted about, and then they issued an apology on the Keemstar show, and it wasn't on the same platform where they defamed her, they slandered the good name of Abby Blackbird. Which I understand that sentiment. If you're gonna say something on one platform, you should, if you like ever have a, I guess, a revision or a new take, you should do it on the same platform. I agree with that sentiment. I don't know how Abby's dragging the names of all the women here, but go off Zylie, I guess. Let's continue on.
People would give Blair White shit about back in the day. So those are two huge points of contention because I've talked to Salvo. I've talked to Salvo multiple times since. I've talked to Edwin multiple times since. I've not really talked to Babs because I don't really know her. And obviously I have my gripes with Zylie. And that's kind of where I stand. I don't know if any
Yeah, Abby is biased. She has talked to Edwin and Salvo and not talked to the other side. But to be fair, I don't think her takes are that egregious here. Let's see what Riveter has to say about this.
Okay. I don't know what they want people to call her out about.
Oh, hold on. Okay. I skipped too far ahead.
Maybe, I think Edwin, I guess, feels a certain way and feels that, and maybe I think Salvo based of kind of on their some of the statements and things. They feel like people should have called out Zylie for that stream. Okay. I don't know what they want people to call her out about. And I'm not trying
I just
to be,
think that she has
I
a habit of
okay.
like mistalking on things.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. So people in this sphere, whatever, right? I've said this numerous times. Go back, you can check me on this. You can, people way too many times jump out and make statements and make accusations and stuff all the time with waiting for all the information to come forward, right? Is that a fair statement? Is that a fair statement?
I'm gonna bite my tongue on that one.
I've experienced that more. More than
Okay. All right. So that's why I personally have done my very best to not talk about these type of situations where it's a he said, she said type of situation. I've done my very best.
Good job. That's good.
To not to try to cover these things and speak to guilt or this or anything like that, right? Will I sometimes cover things if it's in the news cycle? Possible. I will share other people's thoughts, other people's opinions. Sometimes I will give a concurring opinion or agreeing opinion. Sometimes I will disagree with it completely, totally. This whole situation here at the end of the day, and I think I'm pretty much I've stayed constant on this thing, is this was 3 adults that engaged in 3 activities, and no one ever stated that there was anything that.
I wish he talked faster. Luna, you gotta deal with it. He's a older gentleman. Okay, he's not a young blood like me who talks fast. Okay, I don't really talk that fast. But anyways, there's some things I agreed with Riveter here, though. I agree that yeah, it was 3 adults that believe that consent happened. So I don't know why we have to speculate about it. That's true. But I think Zylie has done wrong, okay, in this situation. She talked about it like, I got into a private call, and this private call, I got all the information, and because all the information's out there on the table, I don't know why Repsilla is siding with Edwin. He has all the information I do. The Mr. Me Too's and all that bullshit. I think Zylie needs to be accountable. Hold on one second. Let's go back to Zylie Gets Real. Let's go to her backlog of videos. Let's go to, I guess, her homepage, I guess. All right. So, she has covered John Swan. You guys remember John Swan? You guys like John Swan? Okay. John Swan, reacting to John Swan, how lies ruin lives. John Swan, apology to Pieman, quote unquote apology. We're going to get into that in a minute. Really, John Swan? Really? Okay, so Zylie has covered the liar. He lied. John Swan. John Swan is a liar, okay? John Swan had a quote-unquote bad apology, according to this title. To be honest, I didn't watch the video, but I'm making it a bold claim out here that I don't think this means she's talking about a sincere apology if it's in fucking quotes. Okay? I'm sorry if that's jumping to conclusions. Let's go to our live. Let's go to our live. Oh, look at that. You see Edwin in the thumbnail with accountability behind him on the chalkboard? All right. Now, if you are a Zylie supporter, okay, you're going to be like, oh, DJ, didn't Zylie take accountability already? Didn't she already respond to the situation? I'm pretty sure that's what Peapot also says in the stream, which I could go through, but, you know, I'll save you guys the long lecture from the old man. Let's go over Zylie's response to the whole thing. Let's do that. Let's get real. Let's go back. Edwin is a liar McLiarson. Let me zoom in. Let me get the zoom. Is there any? Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Mistakes made in my stream. Going too hard on Repzilla. How I treated beavers. And getting too personal with the story about Babs and Edwin. ... I never accuse anyone of rape. Babs doesn't even call the incident in the car sexual assault. I alluded to more details that I was given from Babs, but did not say them because I did not have exclusive permission from her. I did say in the story, a Babs sounds like essay. I never said it was rape. Again, Babs has never called it either essay or rape. So I'm going to unprivate the stream, have at it. Again, I never accused Salvo or Edwin of rape, and if people think I alluded to it, then I don't know what to tell you. I never accused them of that. Let's break this down. I never accused anyone of rape. That is true. She didn't do that. Did she allude to it? Well, she did allude them to doing #MeToo things. So, if you want to be nitpicky. But she didn't outright say they were rapists. Getting too personal. What does that mean? Too personal. Not, I'm sorry to Edwin and Salvo because I said something of uncertainty that I have no knowledge of, or that I don't have undisputable knowledge of. This is a quote unquote apology if I ever saw one. This is no like I'm sorry for yeah. I think Zylie should take accountability, not just in the fucking private call. I have a similar position to Abby Blackbird, okay? If you're going to say it on the YouTubes, you should say it on the YouTubes again, okay? Like, how do you, like, that's like saying, like, Edwin took accountability because he apologized to Olivia and Babs in private. Is that accountability? Of course not. No. Same energy, folks. All right. Same energy. Zylie goes on rants and she has videos on John Swan, how he's a liar. Like, if you're going to have that and then you tell people that you have credibility. Do you guys remember that Edwin stream where Zylie threw a fit because Salvo didn't believe she sung a song, or she cheated on Fireball, and then she wasn't willing to hum a song, and how that was ruining her credibility. Yeah, the Umbrella song. I think Zylie should take accountability for this. Real accountability, not wishy-washy. Oh, I'm sorry for Repzilla. I'm sorry to Beavers. And I got too personal. What the fuck does this mean? Like, for real. Get real, Zylie. What does this mean? Too personal. Can you elaborate on that? What is personal? What was so personal about it? yeah, you never accused them of rape, but you did say, or, well, you outright said it was SA, but you insinuated it was SA. You said you had the missing puzzle piece. The math was adding up in your head. Things are starting to make sense. So, again, if you're going to say that and then have a completely different take the next day or the next call you have with Edwin and Salvo, allegedly, and then get into a call with Keemstar and, you know, have him convince you what you did was correct, and then come out with this. If you don't think you did anything wrong, go ahead. Have that take. But I think it's pretty criticizable. Salvo, I think, has made funny content in the past, but I do not support him from doxing, or amend that. I don't support him for having or spreading private information. I do not support Edwin for being a fucking snake in the grass and weaseling his way into like lies and like untruths and like stuff he said on stream. With Zylie, if you're gonna say something and you disagree about it, I think it's best if you amend that on your YouTube, okay? Keep it the same energy, okay? I think that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. I could go over Peepaw's stream, but I don't really want to suffer through that again. But basically, what I saw from it, maybe I'm wrong, but Abby wasn't fucking attacking women for the sake of it. And I hope this stream proves that I'm not a sexist, because I believe everyone was in the wrong here, okay? With Babs, I don't know why she contradicted herself. I don't know why. Like, she says on Augie's stream, I have text recordings, it backs up my story, but then she goes on the Salvo stream and doesn't mention any of that. I don't understand that fucking rabbit hole. But if I'm Babs, I would fucking clarify other than that fucking weird tweet she said. Let me pull this up. It's on my fucking video. Hold on. Quick disclosure. Alright, shut up, me. DJ hates women. Maybe, but, you know, you can't prove that. You gotta be objective, Adrian. Hold on. Where is it? If I had to be charitable, it's probably because she was stupid drunk based on... Okay. I'm not afraid of any drunk call I made. I'm not afraid of things I've said. I'm not afraid of not being perfect. Thing is, when you aren't lying, you aren't afraid of much. Fuck. When you aren't lying, you aren't afraid of much. I might be cringe and overreact and not optically perfect for y'all or even myself, but I'm okay. I think Babs should personally or just, you know, elaborate on what she don't go into. I don't expect to go into like all the details about it, but just explain like how you did on the Augie stream. Like what is the difference between like I showed a Zylie all the everything I had and then I didn't show Zylie anything. Like you just gotta like, I don't know, not contradict yourself there. I don't know. That's me personally. Well, to go over one last thing. Something I found later on. Excuse me. All right. Been skimming through Aiko's Edwin's coverage again and cannot believe I didn't see this the first time. Eva was in a call with Zylie and Babs, and the car ride sounded worse with more info rather than new info. I'm confused on what that means or what the difference is. So Eva was in the call. I played that in my video. She was in the call with Babs and Zylie on the infamous phone call where Babs tells all. But Eva says it sounded worse with more info rather than new. I've been trying to wrap my head around this. So what does this fucking mean? So there is more information to the car ride story, i.e. probably texts, phone calls, and other shit. But there's no new info, like from a different, like from the fucking galaxy above. Like, I don't know what the fuck this means, and like I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Because Eva was in the fucking call. Like, if this was anyone else, like, I wouldn't bat an eye. But Eva was in the call. But I don't understand what this means. Does anyone in chat like anyone in chat like an English major? And maybe I'm stupid. But like I don't get what this means. I don't. I honestly don't know. There's more info, but not new info. So the more info sounded like the car ride sounded worse because of more info. Not new. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. It's been bothering me. That's me keeping it real. I think it was more than the context that Babs told Eva and Zylie made it sounded worse. More of the context. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if the story is quote unquote the same, but that's still like new info that wasn't privy to us before. So I don't understand like the difference. Like, if she provided text, phone calls, whatever, like she said she did on the Augie stream, but she later contradicts herself in the fucking Salvo stream. Yeah, I don't get it. Anyone who fucking joined the Discord, you can join call-ins. We're gonna have a fucking Zylie like panel, but please don't turn on your cameras because I don't want to see your fucking ugly faces. Okay, keep that shit on or off. Baby, she just pulled all the already known info together. Well, that's not what Zylie said. Zylie said, I got like what you guys got is like I got the fine details. I got the missing puzzle piece combined all together. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like, she sounded like she got more information or new information, more new. That's pretty much synonymous. No? Maybe I'm confused. But yeah, if you're in the fucking Discord, like, I think it's the pinned comment on my stream, you can join the call-ins. We'll have a fucking panel if anyone's interested. But if no one's interested, then I'll probably head out. I mean, I said all I needed to say. I got real. DJ got real with pretty much everything and everyone. This is why I think all the parties involved suck. But I don't think the information out now leads me to believe Edwin and Salvo committed a crime in a car. I don't. Because I'm not a hashtag believe all women guy. And I don't think Zylie is either. Like, I'm pretty sure she has takes like about the fucking, what's it called? I think she's had takes before where it's innocent to proven guilty. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm. Is it worse than what Smaggle did at the zoo? I mean, I guess it depends who you ask. But again, this is not the Zylie stream. I'm not gonna make a fucking allegation against Smaggle. That's fucked up. You're fucked up for that one. All right. I mean, if no one wants to fucking join the panel, then I guess I gotta show myself out. I hope you guys had a good time. If you're watching this in the VOD, I think I did a pretty good job condensing all my thoughts on everyone together, which is the mantra of everyone sucks. Okay. And everyone involved in the story has their faults, but again, you don't need to push it too far where you call them fucking like a fucking sexual assault. Actually, one more thing, because I just remembered this now. Fuck, I lost it. I had something in my head. And it just fucking went away. It vanished. But yeah, I had fun getting it real. Maybe in the future I'll host a nice panel and we can talk about hours and hours and hours upon end about like shit we don't like. But as soon as I make a mistake, fuck that. We won't talk about that one, right, chat? Yeah, this is me keeping it real. Thanks for coming out. And thanks for watching. I hate everyone, and I think I just think everyone suck. All right. You guys have a good night.